絶望の淵に立たされた今、残された希望は彼らだけだ。地球の危機を救うため戦い続ける2人の戦士。ロックマン X5 好評発売中。カプコン。
Mega Man X Legacy Collection.
Well, it's that time of the year again, and not gonna lie, I almost forgot. Like it's a week before March 10th, because that's usually the day. That's the day the channel started. Blah 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 blah. So we do a Mega Man game every year. Blah 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 blah. So, this was very short notice. I was like, oh fuck, what Mega Man game I should play? Because I want to hold off Classic for right now, unless I do like a fucking spin-off, like a Game Boy game, like continuing Rockman World. Because, though I do have Mega Man 8, I want to wait until I get the Saturn version, so I can do the Saturn content. And you're like, well, no, just use emulators. I want to be as authentic as possible. I don't need to get the English version of the Sega Saturn version of Mega Man 8. I could just get Rockman 8, the Japanese one. It's cheaper. I'm just doing that for the content. We'll keep the silly, funny cutscenes in whenever I get to that. But we're not doing Mega Man 8 right now. And I was like, well, if I do X5, which is what we're doing today, that means because recently, every time we do a new mainline Mega Man game, I make sure I draw a thumbnail for it. But I don't know if I'll have time to do a thumbnail for this one, so if it's there, good. If it's not, fuck. But anyway, so we're doing X5. And we're doing it off the Legacy Collection because why not? Because my PS5 is right here, and I personally don't feel like setting up my PS2. But the cool thing about us playing in this the Legacy Collection is that we can switch it to the Japanese and the English version. Now you're probably wondering, who cares? Like, why would you want to switch to the Japanese version? Because there isn't. There is actually a big things that are, I guess, quote unquote, big things that are not in the English version of X5. Is that a lot of the voice acting was removed in the English version because X4 had an English dub. This one doesn't, but they cut out a lot of the other voice clips or whatever they use in the game. Some of it's still in there, but a lot of it's been removed. So if you want to have all that in, I know there's someone made a patch online to patch all that stuff back into the game. But if you want to play the, authentically, then yeah, you can switch to the Japanese version. Also, the intro, I think the title screen is different from the American version. So let's check that out before we actually pop in X5, normal X5. See, look at the title screen here. This is not what it looks like in the English version. Like, I actually like all the title screens in the Japanese one, and I don't know what the fuck they were doing with the English one. Like, let's take a look at the English one now. Now we're gonna have the intro play normally. Yeah, the only differences I saw between this one is it just says Rockman X instead of Mega Man X right here in the Japanese one. Yeah, the FMV quality is pretty low because it was used on the PS1. If you saw all these images, you might get a good idea what all these are referencing. They're referencing the first 4 X games through everyone's perspective from X and Zero, which is really nice. We have a bunch of new characters that, outside of one of them, aren't really that, like, look, no one cares about Cygnus, no one cares about Douglas. The only person they care about here is Alia. Because she's female. It also helps that the other two don't really do much. Like, Douglas X. I think he's only in this game and the next game. And Sigmanis has been here around since the end of the X series, but he doesn't really do much. But yeah, so here's the title screen for the English one. It's something. I think it's supposed to be like the side of X's head, I guess, like the, you know, the ear parts. I mean, I guess. I think the Japanese one's title screen is way better. But also, you notice right here, it actually has a training mode. Let's take a look at that before we actually play for real. We can play as X or play as 0. Who should I play the tutorial with? I guess to speed it up, I'll play it as 0 because he's still the better player here. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna skip this. Like we're gonna get into Alia, but what's up? Put my buttons in. R1 for dash. All right. That's it. That's it. That's all I need for dash. Now you're wondering, Nick, why are you picking the tutorial? What are you doing? What? No one needs to see this. But there's something special at the end if you played X4. Because there is a boss exclusive to the tutorial that's not in the main campaign. Oh yeah, check this out. Yeah, that's right. It took them so fucking long. But Mega Man characters can duck now. I know. It changes everything. Yeah, by the way, yeah, Zero can still do this. He can still do the dash canceling shit. But it is nerfed in this one, because you get an ability that kind of cancel it out. So that sucks. So if you want Zero to do his cool stuff, you gotta do it early. Because he will lose it. I haven't done this shit in a while, like the dash canceling shit, so I'll probably be rusty at it. Yeah. I wonder who will be in the training area. He already, like, Alia already said it, but I kind of just skipping through it. I wonder who's the boss in the training mode. Oh my god. It's Magma Dragoon. Yeah, I'm still rusty on that dash canceling shit. Because what I do is double tap for dash and then hit slash, because when I try to do button dash to slash, I don't let it doesn't come out correctly for me. So I do the double tap with dash. And there you go. You can fight Magma Dragoon in this game. In the tutorial. Though he doesn't do all his cool stuff, he just does the Hadokens and that's it. So let's actually start the game. So this isn't like X4 where you only run through the campaign and with one character. You actually run through the campaign with X and Zero. You can pick either character you want within any level in the game. Like, oh, I want to play this level as X, or I want to play this level as Zero. It isn't until X7 where you're allowed to take 2 hunters with you. So you can have the X and Zero combo where you can switch them in between in the level. But as of right now, we can only just be able to pick a level with one of the characters. If you want to have an easier time through this whole game, pick X for the intro stage and do not pick Zero. Zero, so both of these characters gain an extra ability if you go to the intro stage with that specific character. For Zero, he gets a Buster. You get to use his Buster from X1 and X5, X2 and 3 and whatever. It's I know in X6 it's really good, but in X5 I never used it because X is the better option. Because you know what he gets? Oh yeah, we gotta see the story first. X gets the 4th armor from X4. He just starts off with an armor, which is really nice because I'm like, I always thought it was stupid. Like every new Mega Man X game is like, well, what happened to your armor in the last game? I just sold it. Money's kind of hard, In the year 21XX, Mega Man X, Episode 5. Which, by the way, this is supposed to be the final episode of the X series, but Capcom was like, nah, because Ifune wanted to go to the Zero series immediately right after this, but Capcom was like, nah. Yes, it's ready. Piece of cake. The colony is still alive. I can let it fall at any time. Please let me do it now. I'm getting bored. All I have to do is go back to the Earth and scatter the virus. You're exactly what I expected. You're doing a good job. Nobody dares to fight against you. Except those stupid Maverick hunters. Oh, okay, let's put in some context because the manual and the back of the CD case really talks about what's going on with the plot. So, blah, 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 blah. So, society has finally made a colony outside in space. So, this is where this character is right now. He's in the space colony, the lunar colonization. Eurasia. That's the place what it's called. I'm reading the back of the CD case of the original Mega Man X5. Eurasia, unexpectedly taken over by an unknown band of galactic terrorists. His artificial gravity device has been hacked, and Eurasia is now on a collision course to Earth. Yeah, so well, we can obviously tell who's the person on the top left. That's their plan. To drop the colony on Earth. I'll do anything for you. Anything. Pause. Good. Pause. I'm going to Earth to execute our plan. Stay here where you are and wait. Further instruction. But I don't think I need to do it personally. I don't think you need to do it personally. Are they really a threat? Are X and Zero really so strong that you can't let someone else do it? Yes, in a matter of speaking. Zero, I'll show you what you really are and who your true enemy is. Evil laugh, evil laugh, evil laugh. Meanwhile, back on Earth. See, look, the 4th armor. This is Hunter Base. Can you hear me, X? Sigma has appeared suddenly and moved towards the statue, which is under the construction. We've lost his trail and haven't picked up any reading since. I've lost contact with Zero, too. Where did he go? You can reach the statue by going straight in that direction. Stay alert. Several machines, even more deserted taxis, have become Mavericks in the area. Be careful. So, yeah, we got a new navigator after Iris did what she did. So, Aelia is our new navigator, and will be our staple navigator for the rest of the series. We'll be getting more navigators, like, later on in X8, but Aelia is our main navigator. And, this game will remind me about the reason why X5 is not one of the more favorite well-known Mega Man games, because of very, very, very specific dumb reasons. Some of it's the level design, some of it's, well, Aelia. What a terrible sight. The highway's been badly damaged. We've got to find Sigma before he destroys everything else, or we'll be in a very serious trouble. Yeah, expect that for the rest of the game. Alia will not shut up, and you have to sit and listen to everything she says. God damn it. I mean, I guess I shouldn't care that much because I have the armor, the fourth armor on, so I can just be like, whatever, just throw my head against everything. This building is seriously damaged. The walls could collapse at any second, so try not to get trapped by the falling rocks. You can take advantage of the lay of the terrain. Yeah. By the way, yes, it is that bad. Here he is again. Can you see some red rope ahead of you? Jump and grab the rope carefully. Yeah, even though we already had a tutorial, time to tutorial more to tutorial. You finally reached the statue. I lost traces of Sigma and Zero somewhere above you. But remember, the guard system of the construction site is malfunctioning as a result of the Sigma virus. Kick the walls quickly and climb them. You know, if you haven't fucking played a Mega Man game before. Now, what we're gonna see right here. Yeah, Zero lost his Buster. His Buster is busted. If you played a Zero instead of X, X would be right here, and the fourth armor will be busted, which you don't get the access to the fourth armor anymore. So whoever you pick keeps what they have. So Zero will not have the Buster now. Zero, are you alright? I'm okay. Just a bit of a bruised ego. Anyway, where is Sigma? He took off. Alia's looking for him now, but I can't pick up any readings. He is a virus. He can't be seen or analyzed correctly like other data. You have to feel his evil energy. That's the only way to find him. I see. Well, you should go back to the base, Zero. You can't fight him in this condition. I can feel him. Sigma is close by. I'll leave here so as not to disturb you, but I'll check the surrounding area before I go. I can feel him, too. Sigma is very close to us. Be careful, X. Oh? Look at me. I'm a floating head. Stupid Maverick Hunters. You will feel the true Maverick power right before you die. Yep. We're fighting Sigma already. This fight is actually really easy. You just hit him in the mouth. But I also have to land it in the mouth. I don't know why he just runs right towards you like, here, hit me. Yep, that's right, just duck. The power of ducking is too powerful. No, that's not hitting X. He's ducking. Didn't count. Darn! The blast released the Sigma virus! It must have spread all over so it could cover the Earth by now. All the Reploids are getting severely infected! Sigma! He lost to us on purpose! We have to evacuate immediately! This is Hunter Base. Can you read me? Are you alright? Any damage? Are you alright? X. Zero. The entire Earth has been thrown into a panic because of the Sigma virus. It is dangerous to stay there. Report back to the base. Darn it, Sigma. You will pay for this. Even if we fight, what good will it do? A battle won't solve the problem. Oh my god, X. We got to talk it out, guys. Come on. X. we can't always choose violence. X. Come on now. The situation is far worse than expected. Sigma's explosion has spread the virus all over the Earth. Humans and Reploids are in a total panic. What's worse, the space colony, Eurasia, is heading straight towards us. At this rate, it's going to crash into Earth in 16 hours. Everything, including Reploids and the entire human race, will be annihilated. We have no choice. For the sake of the world, we must destroy the colony. And everyone in it. So many people will die. But we have to make that choice. But only the weapon we have in the Hunter base will still work. That still works is the Enigma. It's very old. It also has a space shuttle. I mean, we also have a space shuttle, but it's been infected by the virus and the autopilot function doesn't work. So we need someone to fly it to the colony and let it collide. It's almost certain death, but we have no other choice. How's the condition of the Enigma? Well, far from perfect. In order to use the Enigma, we need to build it up with some devices. The Enigma doesn't work as it is. Under the influence of the Sigma virus, a lot of Maverick hunters have become Mavericks, and only a few hunters remain normal. So let's join forces with the rest of our brothers and complete the Enigma. So yeah, story's getting pretty serious. Like, I don't think any other X game has gotten this, like, crazy in terms of the story. Like, they're treating this as a finale game. We only have 16 hours left before the collision. We have to upgrade the Enigma before then. There are 4 Mavericks that have the devices required to enhance the Enigma. Crescent Grizzly, a weapons broker. Oh yeah, the X Legacy Collection retranslated all the names, so none of the books, because in the original, all the bosses were named after Guns N' Roses band members, because Hee Mega Man reference. And you want to know who decided to do that? It's the voice actor for Claire. So, classic Claire. So thank you, Claire, for giving us a fun music reference.
Who are you?
But here we have the real names. He has a crystal ball. Tidal Whale. Tidal Whale. And not DUFF McWhalen. So, I switched to the PS1 version now. We're playing it off my PS2. Because, I'm sorry. I like the names. So we're playing the original PS1 version now. So it's Grizzly Slash. Not Crescent Grizzly. Or where the fuck it was in the translation. It's Grizzly Slash. A weapons broker. He has the crystal ball. And DUFF McWhalen. No. Not Tidal Whale. DUFF McWhalen. He lives in the ocean. He will have access to the hydrogen if we secure the ocean. Squid Adler, an ex-Maverick hunter, has the energy cart. Who is also, I think, related or good friends with Launch Octopus, which will be brought up in when you have to get to them, but only if you play as X. And only, I think, only if you do it super early, because depending where you are in the story, every Maverick's dialogue changes. Because if you fight them in the beginning, they're still them before they turn into a Maverick. They obviously will turn into a Maverick when you fight them, but they're still normal when you get to them. If you get to these bosses later in the story, they're already crazy and already a Maverick, which is actually pretty interesting and pretty cool. So I'm gonna make sure I get to him first, Squid Adler as X, and there's another boss I want to get to early as Zero, because there's some stuff related to him with another boss. He has the energy card. Izzy Glow, a doctor of engineering, has the laser device. There are 4 other Mavericks, but the other Mavericks are the only ones who have the devices to upgrade the Enigma. X, Zero, you're only Maverick hunters that can match these Mavericks. Split up so you can gather the devices and check the devices that you have acquired and press the R button on the So, we don't have to fight any of these bosses on the right side right now, but we're gonna. It's just they want you to take on these on right now. I forget what point of this, because we have 16 hours before the collision. Basically, you have 16 tries out of all these levels to complete before we have to shoot the cannon or shoot the shuttle towards the Enigma. We can shoot it right now. We definitely can. But there's a very, very, very low chance it will actually destroy the colony and we'll be sent into the bad ending. Because if we fail the shot, we'll get sent to the bad ending. And by the way, I'm going after all endings, so there will be multiple playthroughs I am doing. Though you're not gonna obviously see like me fighting all the bosses over and over and over again. You're just gonna see basically the events that lead towards the ending. There's, like I said, there's 3 endings. One is if you beat the game as X, one is you beat the game as Zero, and the third one is if you get the bad ending. And I already told you how you get the bad ending. To get the X and Zero endings, just beat the game and actually shoot the cannon. That's it. So the main goal for right now is to aim at these, but like I said, we don't have to take on these right now. We have 16 tries. What I mean by 16 tries, I don't mean like, oh, you gamed over and you hit retry, we lost a try. No, what I mean by a try counts is you either complete the level or you fail the level and then you decide to quit to move to another level. If you ever at any point return to the screen, that means an hour has passed. So don't be that, be like, oh fuck, I mean, I only have 16 tries to beat all the levels. No. Relax. You have plenty of time. That number is just a funny number for plot. Don't worry about it. So yeah, we need all the parts for the Enigma. And there's also parts you can get for X and Zero, the upgrade stuff. Because we have access to, this, and we can give them power-ups and whatever. You earn it from defeating bosses and depending on who you do it as and all this other stuff. I don't really think about it that much. I just play. So I don't know who should I tackle first. Because I like to tackle a couple of these levels over here first, because we can get some armor pieces like now, and some upgrades. By the way, because we are able to play as X and Zero, they do not share upgrades. So if you find a heart piece as Zero in this level, it would only go to Zero. So you either do one or two things. You say, fuck Zero, and you just only upgrade on X, and X will be super powerful, or you just even it out between them two. Like, 4 levels, X will get an upgrade, the heart upgrade, and then 4 other levels, Zero will get the heart upgrade. I know that the heart piece for Crescent Grizzly, you need the Gaia armor. By the way, I think this game and X6 is the game that has the most armors in one game, because there's like 4 armors in X5. There are, depending on which side you're on. This side gives you the Falcon armor, and I think this side gives you the Gaia armor. The only one that matters between those two is the Falcon armor. The Gaia armor sucks. You only need it for the things you need so you can get the heart pieces. The Falcon armor is the best armor in the game outside of the obvious one, which is the ultimate armor. And this time you don't need to get a cheat code to get the ultimate armor. You actually get it through plot. We can? So the fact that we can't get the heart upgrade for here until we get the Gaia parts. We can technically do this level now just to do it, but we would have to come back here as X to get the heart piece. Which, we actually want to get some fun dialogue here, because here's another cool thing in this. It doesn't matter who you, because, you know, the X parts, I already talked about the armor pieces. It doesn't matter who you pick. You could be either X or 0, and you can get the armor piece. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to be like, oh, I gotta play as X only to get the pieces. No, 0 can get them. This isn't like X3 where it's dumb. No, you can pick whoever you want, and you can get all the upgrades any way you want it to do. That's the thing that's cool about this game. There's so much you can experiment. The only problem about it is Alia. Like, some of these levels are not fun to run through the first time because she doesn't shut up. Because you're like, well, you know what? Let me shut up, and so I can see what we're talking about. Let's just immediately do Grizzly Slash, and we're gonna do it at 0 because I want to get the unique dialogue when we talk to Dr. Light.